Good day, sir. This is my interview video with my uncle about family and marriage. Meeting and courtship. How did you meet your partner?
I met my partner through mutual friends at a social gathering. We are introduced casually and spent the evening getting to know each other. Our connection was instant, and we decided to exchange contact information to stay in touch.
Next is what were the traditional customs or practices related to courtship that you followed?
We followed several traditions, Filipino customs during our courtship. One of the key practices was paninilbihan. This gesture were meant to demonstrate my love and respect for her.
How long did you date before deciding to get married?
We dated for about 2 years before deciding to get married. During this period, we spent a long of time together, getting to know each other's families and ensuring that we were compatible in terms of values and future goals.
Next is in marriage. Can you describe your wedding where there are any traditional elements unique to Filipino culture?
Our wedding was a blend of modern and traditional Filipino elements. The ceremony was held in a Catholic church, reflecting our shared faith. Traditional elements included the use of Barong Tagalog for the groom and Filipiniana attire for the bride. We also incorporated the aras, a customs where the groom gives the bride a 13 coin symbolizing his commitment to support her. Additionally, we had the court and veil ceremony where cord is placed around the shoulders of the signify unity, and the veil is draped over us to symbolize being clothed as one.
What were your initial expectations about marriage and starting a family?
We expecting marriage to be a partnership where we would support each other in personal and professional growth. We anticipated challenges but believed that our strong bond and communication skills would help us overcome any obstacles. Starting a family was always part of our plan, and we hope to raise children with a blend of traditional Filipino values and modern principles, ensuring they respect their heritage while being prepared for a global world.
Early years of marriage, adjustments and changes. What were some of the biggest adjustments you had to make as a newly wed couple?
As a newlywed couple, one of the biggest adjustments was learning to live together and merging our daily routines. We had navigated differences in habits, preferences, and household responsibilities. Additionally, we needed to balance time spent with our respective families and friends, ensuring that we maintain our individual relationships while building our life together. Understanding and respect each other's personal space and privacy was also an important aspect of this adjustment.
How did you manage conflicts or disagreements early in your marriage?
Early in our marriage, we managed conflicts by prioritizing open and honest communication. We made it a point to discuss issues calmly and respectfully, avoiding blame and focusing on finding solutions. Active listening and empathy plays crucial roles in understanding each other's perspective. We also set aside time for regular check-ins to address any concerns before they escalated into bigger problems. Seeking advice for trusted family members and friends, we needed also help us navigate conflicts constructively.
Next, in financial challenges, how did you manage your finances as a new couple? Were there any financial challenges you faced?
Managing finances as a new couple required us to establish a clear and joint approach to our spending and saving habits. We created a combined budget that accounted for our incomes, expenses, and financial goals. One of the challenges we faced was aligning our spending priorities, especially when it comes to discretionary expenses. Additionally, we had to deal with unexpected costs such as medical emergencies and home repairs, which put a strain on our budget.
What strategies did you use to budget and save money?
We manage our finances by creating a detailed monthly budget to track all incomes and expenses, ensuring transparency and accountability. We prioritize building an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses, maintaining our financial stability each month. We set aside a fixed percentage of our income for saving, which separate accounts for short-term and long-term goals. To avoid high interest rates, we focus on quickly paying of outstanding debts. Additionally, we adopt frugal practices such as cooking and at home, shopping during sales, and minimizing unnecessary expenditures.
Next in support system. How important was family support in your early years of marriage?
Family support was incredibly important during our early years of marriage. Our families provided emotional support, practice advice, and even financial assistance we needed. Their encouragement helped us navigate the challenges of married life and reinforce our commitment to each other. Having a strong family network also gave us a sense of security and belonging.
Did you receive any advice or assistance from your parents or in-laws?
Yes, we received valuable advice and assistance from both our parents-in-law. They shared their own experience and lessons learned from their marriages. We helped us avoid common, common pitfalls. They also provided practical help, such as offering childcare when we had our first child and assisting with household tasks during busy periods. Their guidance on financial management and long-term planning was particularly beneficial in helping us establish a stable and secure foundation to our family.
Part 3, parenting. Starting a family, how did you decide when to have a children?
We decided to have children after we felt financially stable and emotionally ready to take on the responsibilities of parenthood. We discussed our career goals, financial plans, and personal readiness, extensively ensuring that we were on the same page about our future. Additionally, we considered the support of our families and the environment we wanted to provide for our children.
What were your thoughts and feelings when you found out you were expecting your first child?
When we found out we were expecting our first child, we were overwhelmed with joy and excitement. There was also a sense of nervousness and anticipations about the changes this new chapter. We felt a deep sense of responsibilities and were eager to start preparing for the arrival of our baby. From setting up the nursery to reading parenting books and attending prenatal classes.
In parenting challenges, what were the biggest challenges you faced as a new parent?
As new parents, the biggest challenges we face included adjustment to the lack of sleep, managing of our time efficiently, and learning to understand and respond to our baby's needs. The initial period was physically and emotionally demanding as we adapt to a new routine and dealt with the anxieties of ensuring of all babies' well-being. We also had to navigate differing parenting styles and find a balance that worked for both of us.
And how did you balance work and family life?
Balancing work and family life required carefully planning and open communication. We shared household and parenting responsibilities to ensure neither of us was overwhelmed. Flexible work arrangements such as working from home and adjusting on schedules help us spend more quality time with our child. Additionally, we relied on our support network, including families and friends, to help with childcare if needed.
In cultural practices, did you follow any specific Filipino tradition or customs in raising your children?
Yes, we incorporated several Filipino traditions and customs in raising our children. One significant practice was the celebration of important milestones such as baptism and birthdays. When family gathering and also Filipino food, we also taught our children to use po and opo as a sign of respect to elder and encourage them to participate in family activities and celebrations.
How did you teach your children about your cultural heritage?
We taught our children about our cultural heritage by speaking both English and Filipino at home, cooking traditional dishes together, and celebrating Filipino holidays and festivals. We shared folk tales and stories from Filipino literature and encourage participation in cultural activities like folk dancing and music, maintaining close ties with our extended family and the Filipino community also help instill a strong sense of cultural identity and belonging in our children.
Next, in part 4, reflection and advice. What are some most memorable moments from early years of marriage and parenting?
Some of the most memorable moments of our early years of marriage include our first home together, where we spent countless hours decorating and making it our own, and our travels that allowed us to explore new places and deep in our bond. As parents, unforgettable moments included the birth of our children, their first words and steps, and family gathering filled with laughter and love, celebrating milestones such as birthdays and holidays. Together also stand out as cherished memories.
Is there anything you wish you had done differently?
Wish we had been more proactive and seeking balance between work and personal life earlier on. We could have benefit from setting clearer boundaries to ensure we spent more families time together as a family. Additionally, more open and regulation communication about our goals and expectations might have helped us navigate challenges more smoothly.
Advice for the generation. What advice would you give to your children about marriage and starting a family?
I would advise my family to prioritize open communication and mutual respect in their relationships. It's important to build a strong foundation of trust and to support each other's personal and professional growth. They should also ensure financial stability and have a clear understanding of each other's values and goals before starting a family.
How can they prepare for the challenges of married life and parenthood?
To prepare for the challenges of married life and parenthood, they should practice effective communication, patience, and empathy. Building a solid support network of a family and friends can provide invaluable help. Financial planning and learning to manage time efficiently are crucial, as is maintaining a sense of humor and flexibility to adapt to unexpected situations.
In values and lessons, what values or lessons do you hope to pass to your children regarding family and relationships?
I hope to pass on the values of respect, loyalty, and unconditional love. It's important to demonstrate kindness, patience, and understanding in all relationships. I also want them to value hard work, honesty, and the importance of maintaining a supportive and nurturing environment for their own families.
How important it is from them to maintain cultural tradition in their own families?
Maintaining cultural tradition is very important, as it helps preserve their heritage and foster a sense of identity and belonging. This tradition provides continuity and a connection to their roots, enriching their lives and those of future generations. By passing on cultural practices and values, they can honor their ancestry while creating meaningful and lasting memories within their own families.
Thank you for watching. That's all for today's video.